Are you guys ready to hear what I'm about to share? What I'm about to tell you today will be something a little bit different from a lot of what I shared because this is kind of new, But for you, this will be new probably, or you've been hearing this many times. But this is part of what we do with our leaders. So this is like more of understanding why a person keeps doing what he's doing over and over again, and he is expect at that moment that there is a change or transformation. So this applies to everything in our lives. When we talk about our health and we talk about our success, our wealth, everybody in the room would agree with me that we all want to be changed. Am I right? Everybody in this room will agree with me that we want to have financial money, we got health, we got relationships, spirituality. After all, doing prive is just like it's not the main thing. We all want lives to be changed. We want to have a better life. We want to be a little bit more happier. Am I correct? We want to be a little bit more rich or richer, right? Not big yet, but a little more joyful, happier. There's more freedom because that's what we want as human beings. We are designed to grow. And we always hear the word, if you're not growing, you are, come on. If you're not growing, you are dying. Remember that, okay? So a human being that is not growing in any environment, and when you say growing, that's a lot of stuff. That is growing your mind, growing with the feel, expressing your creativity, being able to be valued. This is growing. If you're not valued, you're not growing, you're not expressing your creativity, you're not feeling the vibe and the gist. You know what happens to you? You are in a wrong place. You are dying. So there's only one thing you have to do. You have to move somewhere else where you are valued and you feel life again. And if you don't feel life again, that's it. No brainer. You got to do something else. Are you still with me? All right? That's what I feel. If I am in a place that I'm not valued, I'm not celebrated, I don't feel like growing, I don't feel the energy, all right? Then I guess this is not the place for me anymore. I got to do something else. And that is what we want as human beings. We want to feel life and experience life. And that's when we say, I am growing. So I want you to talk to the person beside you and say, are you growing? All right? Are you still with me? So are you ready for this? Because we're going to talk about growth. And as I always say, success is an outcome of your personal growth. Right? Are you still with me? Success, like money, whatever that is. Money, relationships, spirituality, health, all of this that you consider as successful, it is a byproduct of you as a person. If you are transformed, you have a new mind, you have a new thought, you have a new experience. Are you with me? So if you believe that your thought affects your reality, so it is important to be aware of your thoughts. Are you still with me? If your thoughts can affect your health, because science already have shown that thinking can make you feel sick. Are you still here? Thinking, overthinking, You have so much things to think. Oh my, how do I pay my bills? How do I get all tomorrow? Oh my, next month? Oh my gosh, I don't have enough money. Oh my God, I'm getting pain all over. All this overthinking. If this is the kind of energy, the kind of frequency you are thinking over and over again, it is proven by science that it can make you sick because these are lower type of energies. So if your mind, your thoughts can make you sick, can your mind, your thought, make you well also? If your mind can make you poor, is it also right that your mind, your thoughts can make you rich? So, how important the mind is? It is absolutely important. It is absolutely the most important. If there is a skill that you have to master in life, it is a skill to pay attention of your thoughts. That is the most important skill. Are you still with me? So now I'm going to start with this one, I shared this with our leaders during our leadership training. And you see, there are 5 types that motivate a person. All right? And you see here, the higher you go, the selfless you become. But the lower you go with the kind of motivation, all right, the selfish you are. And the higher your motivation, all right, the higher the energy, the higher the purpose you do, you feel that there is higher energy exuding, expressing through you. So let's start with the highest motivation. And we call this purpose motivation. People with purpose motivation are not driven by themselves. They are driven by their calling. We call it mission. All right? Everybody say mission. So if you look at the person beside you and you ask the person beside you, do you know your mission in life? Do you know? All right? So a person that is driven by purpose is driven by his mission. Driven beyond himself. So the higher that is, this type of people are selfless, mission-driven, gifted, calling-driven, because they want transformation. They want to impact the world. They want to create change and impact lives. So if you're driven by this type of motivation, all right, you are simply just on the move. And so these are the people that are unstoppable. And you realize, why do you do what you're doing? They are called the crazy ones in the world, right? Is there anybody told you that you're crazy? Is there? You're crazy, lah. Why are you doing you're doing, lah? Oh, it's too late. Why you still work? It's crazy. Why? It's because you are driven by something bigger than yourself. And so when there is something bigger than yourself, your energy exudes. It's like, people doing this type of motivation, they're like, they feel that they're tired physically, but the amount of motivation is way bigger that their bodies, their physical bodies are just moving along. And they're not feeling the pain, the suffering, the price they pay as the very primary reason for them to stop. It is not now the reason to stop. This pain, this working hard, this purpose of doing, because it's greater than this, the motivation draws them, pulls them, pushes them towards their vision. And these are the people that are unstoppable. Are you still with me? The second one, we call this the personal conviction. Personal conviction are more of your self-discipline. All right? So you have a very strong conviction because you want to be a model, an example to the society. So personally convicted people are people who are very disciplined. You will see them going to the gym every day. They eat the right food. They say, I stop eating this. I don't eat a lot of sugar and carbs. I am disciplined. I do intermittent fasting. And every day I do my meditation. Every day I do my yoga, whatever. These are people who are disciplined. So people who are naturally, this is the thing, people who are naturally driven by purpose are naturally driven by personal conviction. Because the purpose motivation, they see it as a huge work. So being personally disciplined is a natural outcome of being disciplined personally. Are you still with me? All right? So if you see people who are crazy, they say, I don't want to attend the party tonight. Why? I just can't. No, it's Friday evening. It's Saturday evening. Everybody's partying. No, I just can't. They just go out from they move away from the flock and they have their own. These are people think that they're crazy, but they are driven by something bigger than themselves. So the higher the calling, the higher the purpose, the higher the price they pay. Are you still here? All right? Now we have ethics. Ethics are more of like, is this fair? They're driven by, justice, religion. Is it ethical? Is it fair for everybody? So they're driven by that. These are more of ethics, more of, is it fair for everybody? And so people are driven here are very, very, they're just on the go because, they wanted everybody to have a fair chance of living life, right? This is number 3. Now, we go to the last 2 ones. So self-aggrandizement. Aggrandizement, that's how you say it in English. So in other words, there's self-centered ego motivation, right? People who just want fame, popularity, right? They want power. So they're motivated by that, right? And they are not very much considering other people. They're not much generous, they're just more of themselves. So this is called the ego-centered. And the lowest one is money. And people are motivated by money. Do you want money? Raise your hands. A lot of money. Like me, I want a lot of money. But if you ask me, are you motivated by money, Nathan? Not at all. But do you want to make money? Absolutely. I'm even making so much money. But it's not the money that motivates me. You know what? To be honest with you, a lot of leaders come to me and present to me different businesses all over the world. They email me, send me, messages. Nathan, there is an opportunity. If you think that you're not in Prive anymore, you consider this. See this better marketing plan. All blah, 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 understand? And then they show me all the income, million, Nathan. It's not motivating me. And I always tell them, thank you for considering me. Because you see something in me, and I really appreciate that. But do you know what? I'm not driven by money. Not at all. I want money. It's in my brain. It's always about business. But it's not the money that pushes me to do things. It is the people that I love. It is the people that I want to transform and impact in this world. And so when you become selfless and you become selfless, money is going to follow you. So this is my advice to all of you today. You are here, and if you're only following money, I don't think you're going to last here. Because if you see a better opportunity there with more money, you're going to go there again. And when you're going to go there and you're going to see another company with a better money opportunity, you're going to transfer again. So you're going to end up hopping like a grasshopper. This company. And so there is no way you're going to reach your goals and dreams in life if you keep hopping from one place to the other, because it's a law. You cannot get success if you are not focused. Are you still with me? So my question, talk to the person beside you. What is driving you? Why you're still here in Prive? Come on. Come on, hey, come on. Talk to the person. Huh? Is this making sense? Is this making sense? All right. Now, if you ask me, what is driving me to do this? This is my call. This is my gift. I love sharing. I love speaking. I love doing trainings. It's just giving me so much energy to do it. And you know what? Every time I do this, over and over again, I'm beginning to realize that this is like, I don't feel tired with this because this is my passion. And I absolutely like the feeling. You know what I mean, right? You absolutely love the feeling when you see the rewards, when people are lighted up. When people's lives are somehow becoming better, they're happier, they're richer. This is like the reward. This is like the feedback of what you're doing. And so when you have the feedback and you're passionate about it, guess what? You're in the path. So look for that passion that is for you. And when you follow that path and you're so good at it, you give your best at it as your purpose in life, guess what? Everything, it's a law, everything will be provided for you. Money will follow you. Riches will follow you. You will have connections you cannot imagine. Leaders will be coming to you. This is the law. If you follow money, here you're just in the place where you are in a very, I would say, despair situation. It's not much powerful, because money is not all in all. Are you still with me? All right? In fact, we have seen a lot of rich people. They got all the money, but they're not happy. So happiness is a state of mind. It's all here. What if you're happy, you continue to be happy, you feel happy, all right? You live in happiness, and guess what? That happiness, by law, is an energy, yes? Because happiness is an energy. And when you're in that state that you're happy over and over again, guess what? Making money is easy. Money comes to you very easy. But try to make money and you're always sad. You're always angry. You're always complaining. You always worry. You always doubt. You're always afraid. Right? Oh my gosh, will he come? Oh, I cannot do it. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Oh my gosh, so expensive. Oh my gosh, there's no more people. Oh my gosh. Of all of these things, if your energy is low, it's a magnet. What will you magnetize if you're always in a low energy? If you're always angry, you magnetize more anger, right? If you're always sad, you're always afraid, it's a law. If you're always in the state, you're going to magnetize more of that. The brain will look for evidences that will support what you are thinking. And you're going to focus on there, right? You're sitting down. Different people sitting down, but different people has different perspective. You will pick up different information, right? Because whatever is in there, that's what you will get. So if you're looking for something to criticize, you will always find something to criticize. Because your brain is looking for evidence. What will I criticize now? Oh, look at the way she dressed. Oh my gosh, it's wrong. Look at the color. Look at it, it's so cold. Oh, it's so bright. So many things to criticize because your brain is programmed to look for something to criticize and complain. Right? Oh, it's raining. Oh my gosh, the rain is too much. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, it's so cold. What do you want? When it's raining, la. So why so hot, la? You cannot control the weather. But imagine if you are in that state. You keep complaining. When it's hot, it's cold, it's raining. If you keep complaining and complaining, who's going to have a problem? It's not the weather. It's not Malaysia. Oh, the Malaysia government is so corrupt, blah, blah. Well, it's you. You cannot control. But you can control yourself. Even if it rains, I always tell my children, rain is a blessing. Go out, have fun under the rain. Go out, take a bath, go under the rain. So all my kids, when it's raining, they go out, they play under the rain. Not now. Not now, because you're going to drench. And I always tell myself, this is what I put in my subconscious mind. When I go out and it's raining, every drop is $1,000 coming to my account. Every drop. So when I get the raindrop, oh, that's 1,000, that's 1,000. If it's so much rain, I'm getting so rich, man. It's all about the program. Are you still with me? All right? So speak to the person beside you and say, never complain. All right? Don't complain anymore, all right? And now let's talk about this. Are you ready? Now you wake up early in the morning, you do the same thing over and over again, all right? You drink your favorite coffee, you put a creamer, and then you dress up, and then you prepare yourself, you take a bath, you do the same thing over and over again. You go into your car, head into the office, and you drive. The same thing. You go to the office, you feel low energy, you do things over and over again. And then something happens. And there is what we call an event, an emotional experience. And that event is called memory. Everybody say memory. Your brain is a memory bank. When something happens in your life, anything so emotional, a death of a loved one, or you had an accident, your first relationship, your first kiss, you will never forget your first kiss, correct? Right? You still forget? Anything first, anything so highly emotional, the brain gets a snapshot. It's going to take a picture, correct? Right? Your first baby. You can never forget your first baby, your first labor, your first pregnancy, your first boyfriend, first heartbreak. So the brain takes a snapshot, and it's called, everybody say, memory. Every memory has a thought and has a feeling, yes? Every memory has a thought and a feeling, all right? That is why when you had a bad experience before, you have a bad company before, you were scammed, all right? You have this crypto, you got all this money game, you invested and you lost all your money, all right? And you join a networking company, you lost your company, and here comes somebody trying to tell you about Prive. No, Prive is a scam. You know why? Because in the past, in the past, I had a bad experience. So every opportunity that comes to you, what does your brain telling you? It's a scam. Based on what? Not based on what is true, not based on fact, but based on your memory that gave you the feelings and thoughts. And these feelings and thoughts and feelings and thoughts and thoughts and feelings and thoughts and feelings, eventually what fires and wires in your brain becomes your belief, which generates attitude, all right? Whatever that is fired in your brain is wired in your brain. It's a thing. It's how it is. So if you keep doing same thing over and over again, it keeps wiring in your brain. It keeps firing in your brain, right? If you keep believing when you were young, you were hard-headed, you're nothing, If you keep telling the child over and over again, it fires in the brain, it wires in the brain. Eventually, the child that has a negative affirmation, that child will begin to believe that child is nobody. So the child will grow up thinking, I'm just a normal Malaysian, a Filipino. I am from the poor country. I am from the poor slums. I'm nothing. And so the child believes, because the child, when he was growing up, it was given the thought, the memory. So it's hard when the child grows up. It's hard for the child to break out from that, what we call belief. Are you still with me? Because that belief now affects the attitude of the child. So when the child is called, please come here in front, the child will say, no, I'm embarrassed. I'm shy. Where is it coming from? That was coming from he was a little kid. He was embarrassed. So that becomes your belief, and overall, belief plus belief plus belief, it's now your perception. That's why we always say, I understand your perception. Your perception now affects your manifestation, your creation. It affects your relationship, all the relationships in your life. That could be your family, your friends, society, and also your choices. Are you still with me? Now it affects your behaviors. All of this, they come from what we call memory. And based in science, 90% of the thoughts we have today is the same thoughts we had yesterday. Nothing new. We generate 65 to 68,000 thoughts every day. And 70% of those thoughts are negative thoughts. And 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts from the day before. But you're not talking to me. And so, now, Nathan, I want to be rich. Oh, Nathan, I really want to be healthy, Nathan. Nathan, I want to have a better life. I want to be happier, Nathan. I want to be successful. You can never be successful if you're living from the same thoughts. The same thoughts gives you the same. The same choices gives you the same, which gives you the same, which gives you the same. This is called loop. Are you still with me? And if you're living from the same thoughts that gives you the same choices and so on and so forth, that is called the old state of being. Your old state of being will never give you success in life. Why? Because of the same program that gives you the same choices, actions, behaviors, and experiences, feelings, and the same outcome over and over again. So if you stand here in front and the same old stuff, the same old state of being, and you want to be rich, you will never be rich. 5 years from now, it's the same life you will have. 3 years from now is the same life you will have. Why? The only way for you to change your reality, everybody say my reality, is to literally change your thoughts to a new thought. And I always tell this to people, there are 2 ways that we learn in life. Do you know there's 2 things that we learn in life? 2 ways. Number 1, we learn from, I can write here, I love it. So, number 1, this is how we learn in life. Most people, they learn from number 1. Most people. They learn from pain and, please read it. Yep. Isn't that how we learn? Yeah, see? Told you. Oh, come on. Okay, it's okay. Pain is good. Yeah, you will learn from that. We often tell our children, I punish you so you will learn. Right? We punish because pain causes a child to learn. That was the old model. Today, you don't need to pain the child. You don't need to punish the child to learn. That was the old model. Right? But it's still working today, correct? Because me, I grew up built from my dad. And then I learned. And so I grew up learning from pain and suffering. And so most people, all right, they know. Everybody knows that, okay, you agree with me, huh? Tell me, do you agree with me that it is not healthy to drink Coke all the time? Yes. Why? And what does sugar do? No, what does sugar do in the body? It's not energy, man. What does sugar do in the body? You have glycemic sugar spike. If there's so much glycemic sugar spike over and over again, the body creates a hormone called insulin to counter the sugar that is in, because sugar in itself is toxic. It is not a substance that it's natural. Sugar is toxic in the body, in case you don't know. So the body has the capacity when you're younger to secrete from the pancreas called insulin to balance. And insulin is a fat hormone. So it balances the sugar. And you keep drinking Coke, drinking all and eating all the sweets, the pastries, the cakes, all the ice cream and all the eating. And so one day your pancreas said, oh my God, I cannot handle this anymore. So it stops. No more insulin, sugar goes up. What happens? Diabetes. Now when you're diabetic, what happens to your eyes? You cannot see. All right? You have all this water retention. And so you learn, oh my gosh. The doctor said, you have a very high diabetic now. Diabetic sugar goes up. Oh, you shouldn't eat and drink. Eat sweets, drink Coke. All right? And now you say, okay, I won't. But you're already, all right? But still, you see the Coke. Oh, just for now, you drink a little bit. All right? Are you still with me? And then one day, all right, something happens in your leg. Someone cut the leg, yeah? It happens, correct? Now, you have pain, right? You have suffering. But no more legs, correct? Now you learn. Do you learn? Of course, because you have no more leg. So the person now learned from what? Pain and suffering. I will never drink Coke, but... Right? So some people, I saw it in my city. Some people go out every morning jogging. You know how many of them? A lot of them. And they are jogging like this. They're jogging. But it's too late. Why do you jog when you already had the stroke? Why don't you jog before you have the stroke? Because why? People learn out of pain, and suffering. Yes? This is how we learn. And so my question is, why do you need to wait to learn when there is already pain and suffering? Why wait? Don't wait for it to become late. Once you get older, you know what I mean. Are you still with me? So I want you to talk to the person beside you and discuss about this. Go. And so, number two, as we get older, as we get mature, as we get better in life, we don't need to learn from this all the time. This is important while we're younger, right? When you have a heartbreak, ladies who have heartbreak, they end up single the rest of their lives, right? Because they don't want the same experience. They don't want to be hurt again. It's legit, it's fine. But why do we have to learn from this? Why? Why do you need to wait to suffer and change? You don't need that. The best way to change and the best way to learn is life is number two. And this is what we call learning from joy and what? Intimacy? What? I'm not saying intimacy. Intimacy is different. You guys, I was just talking about your breakup, your love life, and they're talking about intimacy. This crowd here is just, I think you're so active, huh? Because it's raining, the rain makes you feel like, All right, so why do you need to learn from here? You can learn from joy and inspiration. Today, are you inspired somehow today? That is a good way to learn. And so the difference between an old state of being and a new state of being is this person uses inspiration to embrace new thoughts. This person uses pain and suffering to change. This person uses inspiration and joy to change. So you make a choice. Are you still with me? It's your choice. At the end of the day, it is your choice. Right? So, when a person is inspired, the word inspired, it says in spirit. Are you staying with me? All right. In other words, you learn in energy. Or you learn by within. All right? These are other terms. Okay? Energy and within, you learn from something that resonates with you, that causes you to make an action. Because something within you is telling you it's just right. It just makes sense. And so you embrace a new thought. A new thought now gives you new choices, right? Which now allows you to create new actions and behaviors that generates new experiences and new feelings. This is called the new state of being. So this is your past. This person in the past, the old state of being, is the same person that made you sick. Are you still with me? So if this person wants to be healed, wants to be successful, because this is the kind of person that made you poor, right? That kind of person means that personality, that same thought that made you sick, made you poor. So if this person wants to be rich, wants to be healed, it cannot remain with the same state of being. It cannot. There's no way for this person to change if it still functions with the same thought and same old state of being. Albert Einstein said, the mind that created problem cannot change the problem using the same mind. You're not talking to me. Do you get it? All right. Albert Einstein said, all right, the mind that created the problem cannot change that problem with the same mind. The mind has to change, has to upgrade so that that new mind is able now to change the problem that was created from the old mind. Is it making sense? So if you don't upgrade your thoughts into a new thought and you expect yourself to have a different outcome in life, you know what Albert Einstein called that person? That person is insane. I'm not the one who said that. It was said by Albert Einstein. So talk to the person beside you and say to that person, you are not insane. Are you getting this? Hello, are you getting this? All right? Now, you got to literally be a new person. When I say new person, that is a new state of being. All right? Now, there's a study that shows that the brain, for the brain to have experiences in the body that create success, health, wealth, and joy, the brain must be in a coherent state. Is this making sense? All right? Coherent. If the brain is incoherent, this is overthinking brain. This is a brain that is in a negative state. And you know when you are in a negative state because this is what you're thinking. I don't have enough money. Woo, nobody loves me. My husband doesn't love me. My wife doesn't. My children, all right. It's so hot. Oh my God. I'm feeling so sick. Oh my God. I cannot sleep. Oh my God. Oh, there is no more time. I'm getting older. I'm gonna die. My back hurts. All of these thoughts raise ecstatic, erratic thoughts in your brain. Are you still with me? And so overthinking and all these erratic negative thoughts, what happens from your brain, it affects from your autonomic system, it affects your biological state. Correct? A person that overthinks is not a balanced person. It is a stressed person. So this gives you stress. And according to research, stress makes you sick. No matter how many care you use every day, if you are in this state, you're going to be sick all the time. I'm telling you. The care can just do much, but it cannot do more if you don't fix your brain. Is this making sense? And so, if you are in this state, oh my goodness, you might be using the bio, the oxytab, the care, but you're in this state, it's not going to do much. You have to fix what's going on inside. So, the challenge is to be coherent. And according to science, coherence is having a thought that resonates, that's aligning, that is smooth. Coherence means it is in a wave that is in harmony with everything within you. All your 7 chakras are in waving and harmonizing. That is called coherence. So coherence are the thoughts that comes from you like you're feeling whole. And you're feeling that you love life. And you are spontaneous and you feel clear and you're trusting the universe, you're trusting God. That is coherence feeling. And so a brain that is coherent gives you a healthy body. Are you still with me? All right? And so is it important to be in this state all the time? What do you think so? Come on, talk to me. All right? It is, right? But most people are in this state. And when they wake up in the morning, fix your bed, you're late in school. All right? Wake up in the morning, early morning. The house is already, all the guns are fired. And so the child, oh my gosh, mommy, it's enough. No wonder no blessings come to the house. Because even me, if I'm God, I don't want to bless a family that's. Will you? No, not this house. This house, the mother every morning, and then the husband and the wife, all of this. This, no blessing coming in. No blessing. This, so much blessing. So if you want to be rich, you want to be successful, have a coherent brain. Now, based in science, if you have a coherent brain, a coherent energy, you have a healthy body. But if you function in an incoherent brain waves, overthinking, negativity, what happens? You're heading a state of disease. This is stress. Yep. Stress brings you to a state of disease and sickness. This is peace, joy, love, right? Wholeness. This gives you peace of mind, gives you what you want. So this is the key. So now I'm going to teach you guys, all right, something, you realize that you are a byproduct. So now let's go back to where is this coming from? We have all our programs. Remember, this is your thought, right? Some people call it paradigm, and then we call it belief, yes? And some people call it program. Now, this little child was programmed. Since when? Since you were in the womb. All right? Even if a child is still three months in the womb, it's actually listening. It's already captivating. It's already downloading the information from the mother and the environment. Science has already shown that. So this child is now picking up all informations and memories and and experiences and the emotions of others from relatives and friends. And according to science, 85% of that experience comes from your parents. Right? You got it from your school teachers, from your culture. Right? You were born with a culture. You're born with your name. You're born with nationality. You didn't choose that. You didn't choose not to be Malaysian, right? You were born as Malaysian. I didn't choose to be a Filipino. I'm born as a Filipino. I didn't choose to be a Christian. I was born to be a Christian. I was born with it. It's not my choice. So because of all this mentality, all these programs, I become who I am today based on this. But nobody there asked the question. Nobody there. Have you dared ask the question? Why you are a Malaysian? Nobody. All right, so the problem is, since you are born as that, now we fight. I'm right. No, you're wrong. I'm fine. But nobody make the choice. You're wrong. I'm right. Wrong. No, these are just all passed on to us based on our culture and programs. And so all of this, as this child grows up, all right, those programs gets into your subconscious mind. Are you still with me? Right? Those programs gets into your subconscious mind, which is 95%. All of those memories that fires and wires becomes your belief are now stored in your operating system called the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. Now, you're only operating 5% of your conscious mind. So in other words, if you want to change the outcome of your life, the way to change the outcome of your life, which is called your result, is to be conscious of the unconscious. This is your unconsciousness. When you wake up in the morning, you are like a robot. You are a slave of the program. You wake up in the morning, you drink your favorite coffee, you take a bath, right? You go to the office, you drive your car, and you are in the traffic. And your body is used to complain in the traffic. Oh my gosh, it's so traffic. Why so slow? Every day, okay? Again, the next morning, so your body is so used to it because the body becomes the mind. And so the next day, when you're in your car, all right, and you see the traffic, you keep doing it. Oh my gosh, so slow. You keep doing it over and over again the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. And then one day you attend Nathan's seminar. You get inspired. Are you still with me? And so you're back in your car. You see the traffic and your body wants to complain. Now you are conscious because now you flip. You say, no, that's not me. I'm not going to allow you to complain right now. Sit down and drive the car and smile. Now you're making a new choice. Yes, it's hard because your body is used to complain. But at that moment, no, I'm not going to let you complain. Sit down, you little animal. I'm not going to complain now. You are now using your consciousness to dominate your program because you don't want to live in the state which is old. You want to live in a new state. And so you start smiling. Somebody cuts you, you just say, it's okay. It's not worth my energy. It's not worth. God bless you. It's not worth. Now you know because you are inspired. You become conscious of the unconscious automatic response. Now you don't want to waste your energy. You keep your energy because you want to use your energy to create your future. Are you still with me? All right? Is this making sense? Okay, you can clap your hands if you like. All right, let's move on. Let's go into the business spot. Right. Now, before going here, talk to the person beside you and discuss about what I just shared. Come on, do it. So, did you learn something? All right. Now, you are an instrument of your mind. This body is an instrument of your mind. So, again, as I always say, if there is one skill you have to master in life, it is a skill to pay attention. Remember what I said? Science has shown that an average person today loses his attention 6 to 10 times in a minute. Okay. I will say it so slowly. All right, now I understand. All right, follow me here, all right? According to study, they have done a research that an average person, which is you, are you an average person? No, I'm more than average, okay? Because I'm not average. But an average person loses his attention. Attention means is the capacity to pay focus or attention, right? To focus on something. That's called paying attention. Right now, you're paying attention to me. But today, something happens. In our generation, there is something that shifted an average person from paying attention. Because now you're losing your attention in a minute, 6 to 10 times in a minute. And I can prove it. While you're listening to me, all right, something came into your thought. Did I switch off my iron? Did I tell my daughter to close the door? Did I lock my car? Where did I park my car? What's for dinner? And then the phone. I should take a photo. I should take a photo. See, you're losing attention. And do you know what? Paying attention today, according to study, is already a skill. To pay attention is a skill. Our phones are teaching us, programming us not to pay attention. This is called long-term memory. Long-term is important. When you pay attention, it gets into your long-term memory. Are you still with me? Now, when you're using your phone and you're swiping on the short videos, which is what you're doing every day, TikTok. Another one, correct? It's just 1 minute, right? And you laugh again, you laugh again, you laugh again. And then all of a sudden, you see it's already midnight. Oh my gosh, sorry, I said sleep. See, you lose attention. And all of this short, it's activating your short-term thinking. So a lot of people now are no longer thinking in a long term. They are thinking in short term. It's causing them to lose focus all the time. And do you know why? The key in life to become very effective, to become very, very good in life as a leader, as a father, as an entrepreneur, one requirement is to pay attention, to become so aware, because that is so important. If you are a tennis player, a basketball player, it's just one split second, you lose attention to the ball, what happens? What happens? Come on, talk to me. If you lose your attention to a flying ball and you are a tennis player, you miss it. If you miss it, you lose the score. That is what happens in life. Sometimes life is just passing through you so fast and you missed it. Because why? You are not paying attention. So right now, paying attention is a skill. That's why I'm telling you, if there is a skill you have to master right now, that is to pay attention. You can clap your hands if you like. Come on. Now, let's do a practice. I want you to pay attention the way you sit down. Come on, put your attention. If I tell you, how does a person that is happy, that is wealthy, that is healthy, how does that person sit down? Pay attention and do it. Are you paying attention? Right. Now, I want you to pay attention on the sole of your feet. Feel your toes. Are you paying attention? What do you feel? No, what do you feel in your toes? What's the sensation on your toes, on your sole of your feet? Inside the shoes, your feet. What's the feeling? What's the sensation? Warm, correct? I want you to move your attention on your back, lower back. Are you paying attention? Right? What do you feel? Come on, you can do this. It's cooling, all right? Some of you pressure. Some of you feel the pain already, but it wasn't there a while ago. But since you pay attention, now you begin to feel. Start to scratch. Some of you start scratching, right? Oh my gosh, that wasn't there before. But now you're feeling it, right? Now, I want you to pay attention on your breathing. Now you become conscious, right? Start paying attention to your breathing. Then all of a sudden, it becomes so weird, right? Oh my gosh, I'm breathing. Yes, you are breathing. I'm alive. Yes, you are alive. And so, when you lose your attention, who takes over? You're not conscious with breathing, right? You don't follow your breathing all the time. No, you pay attention to me. All right? And your breathing is automatic. Autonomic nervous system is handling that, which is your subconscious mind. While you are sleeping, your subconscious mind does not sleep. So while you're sleeping, consciously, you are asleep. Your subconscious mind is not sleeping. That's why your stomach is moving, it's digesting, your heart is pumping, your lungs is expanding, your diaphragm, you're breathing, your brain is there, you cannot say anything, but something's going on in your brain. All your organs is repairing, your cells, your immune system, all of these functions are all being governed and operated by your subconscious mind, but you are asleep. Now, listen to me. It is not good for you to sleep. Before you sleep, it's not good for you to feel angry. Because while you are asleep and you're angry, your subconscious mind doesn't sleep. So while you're sleeping and you're angry, you're feeling bad, you're feeling emotional, you're feeling irritated, you're feeling pissed off, you're feeling bad. And while you sleep, according to study, your cells begins to feel the energy of anger. And so it starts to coagulate, starts to lower the blood flow, because your cells doesn't like anger. It starts to affect your dreams. People who are sleeping with anger, they have nightmares. Correct? Correct. Now, it starts to affect your blood, your cells, your organs. And if you keep sleeping with bad emotions and bad feelings because your subconscious mind does not sleep, what happens is you're going to create a life that's filled with anger and stress and sadness and fear. And so the secret is, I told you this the last time, when you sleep tonight, sleep with a very powerful thought. When I sleep, this is what I do when I'm about to sleep. I'm already in the state where I'm about to sleep. In between the sleeping and the awake and sleep, in between, that's called the theta. When you're in your theta brainwave, I want you to say something in your subconscious mind. This is a proven scientific way and a proven skill, a proven fact that once you do this before you sleep, something happens in your life for the next 3 months. So I want you to doze off, and as you sleep tonight, I want you to speak to your mind and say this: I am healthy. I am blessed. All my dreams come true. Every cell in my body is supercharged. Every organ is working perfectly. I am so strong. You speak to your brain before you sleep tonight and feel the emotion, feel the joy. Guess what? When you're sleeping, your cells love it. It's going to love the feeling and the thought, and it's going to start moving. And when you wake up in the morning, you realize some miracles happen in your life. Some synchronicity happens in your life. Begin to have more leaders and downlines coming in. You know why? Because you created that in your sleep. Your subconscious mind communicates to your body, and it communicates to God while you're sleeping. Why so silent, huh? All right, now, okay. I want you to talk to the person beside you and discuss about what I shared. Go. All right, let's come back here. Now let's go into this. Let's talk about how we become successful, all right? Now this all boils down to your mind and your attitude, which is created from your mind. And so this is a research done by all the elites and all the rich people in the world. When I say elite, that's in the peak of all the rich people. I'm not talking about millionaires. I'm talking about the people who dominated the economy of the world. And this is what they said. If a person wants to be truly rich in life, they need these two things to become successful. This is from the words of the elite people. And elite people, they've been doing this tradition for thousands of years, way back in the kings, in the castles, when they pass on their wealth. And they require these two things to become successful. Are you ready? And if you follow this, you have the key to make wealth. So my question before I proceed, do you truly want to change your life? And if you truly want, I want you to raise your hand if you truly want to change your life. When you say change your life, do you truly want to be wealthy? Do you truly want to be healthy? Do you truly want to be happier? Come on, right? Do you truly want to be inspired and like life is just unfolding in your life like never before? And so follow these two keys from the advice of the elite people. So number one, and you know this is so common, but a lot of people are not doing it. Secret number one, teachability. Is that making sense? In every rich family, and rich group, the elites, all of their descendants and followers, and those who wants to adapt the gene pool of rich people, they require that person to become an apprentice, right? And you cannot be an apprentice of the rich if you don't have the teachability attitude. So when I say teachability, it's not something you are just, not thinking. Teachability means is you are teachable, right? You're humble enough to learn without having to judge. It's like, this is what I like. Do you know how much you don't know? You don't know, right? Some people, they come and attend training and they were, oh, I know that already. I've seen that already. I've watched that already. And so they lose interest. So they lose the opportunity for the knowledge to come in. And so they missed out that moment to learn and miss out a very important knowledge that was only, and it can only be in that moment. And so when you missed out and you lose the ability to be taught or the teach ability, this is called being coachable. This, you already fail towards your path to be successful. This is the number one requirement in any form, in anything you do. If you truly want to be successful, the number one requirement is that you are willing to learn in life. I'm not just talking about me speaking to you right now as a teacher or a speaker. I'm talking about in your life. Are you willing to learn? You watch YouTube that will help you learn and get information about how to become rich, how to become an effective leader, how to become a network builder, professional network builder, doing the type of activities and strategies. If you are teachable enough and you're willing to learn and you're open because you understand, all right, I learned nothing. You come like an empty cup. If this is your attitude, guys, I'm telling you, you are in the path towards your success. A very important key in life, and I'm sure you will agree with me, that if a person has this ability, we call this the teachability index. If you can rate yourself from 0 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 means 0, you have nothing, you don't like to learn. I know everything already, that's 1. But if you say 10, I am open. I acknowledge my dumbness. I acknowledge my unknowingness, that I still don't know everything and I'm still a student of this life. And I'm willing to learn, even though I've heard it many times, but I'm willing to learn. If this is your attitude, I'm telling you, for me, that is the key for that person to grow and become successful. Because you might have the skill right now. You might tell me, Nathan, I know it already. I have the skill. Yes. But it doesn't mean you know it. Being a teachable person is not just right now. My question is, what about next month? Are you still teachable? Because you might know it now, you might heard me many times, but the question is, are you always teachable? Even 3 months, 5 months from now, even if you become a crown ambassador, are you still teachable? Even if you're sapphire, ruby, pearl, emerald, diamond, the question is, are you still teachable? Because that is the key for a person to keep growing, becoming successful until that person reaches the heights of its success. So the question is, are you willing to learn? Yes. Moment by moment. Moment by moment. You know what I do? I drive from my city to Manila. That's around 1.5 to 2 hours. Sometimes it can go 3 hours with traffic. You know, my car, I always play audiobooks, podcasts. I always play some powerful messages that helps me as a person to become a better person. I always listen to powerful teachings and music that inspires me. I am a student in life. And even if that person is younger than me or older than me or traditional, I'm willing. Because this I understand, if I am teachable, willing to learn, I open up myself, and as I receive more and more knowledge, I understand as I gain more knowledge and bring it to my thoughts and have new thoughts, I have new choices, new attitude, new behavior, new experiences, new feelings, and now I'm heading towards my goals and my dreams. Are you still with me? Now, I want you to talk to the person beside you and discuss about what I said. Come on. You know, some people don't want to learn anymore. You know why? One of the reasons why a person doesn't want to learn, because they're contented with their situation. They're comfortable. There's no more passion and drive. When you come to a point that you're already contented with your situation, you accepted it, and you say to yourself, I'm just like this. It's okay. I'm fine. Now I'm earning few thousand ringgit a month. I can eat 3 times a day. I have a car. I have a house. I'm fine. I'm okay. So you stop. And so remember, when you stop growing, you are? Come on, talk to me. When you stop growing, you are? You're dying. Some they die faster. Some slow. For me, if I die, I don't want to die slow. I die fast. Correct? Oh my gosh, you're dying. Oh my gosh, it's painful. Kill me now. So, remember, if you're not growing, you're dying. And so a person that doesn't want to learn anymore, and it's not teachable, it's one thing. That person is comfortable. And I understand. You're comfortable with 3,000, 5,000 US dollars a month. I understand. So you stop learning because you already have it. But a person is driven by, remember my first slide? Remember my first slide, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this person is not contented with the situation. This person is money. That's it. He got 3,000 is okay. 5,000, 10,000 US dollars is okay. He is selfish. That's why he stops learning. He doesn't want to be teachable anymore. I'm okay. Nathan, I've done it. I'm Sophia, I'm Ruby, I'm fine. But why do you stop? Oh, I'm old, Nathan. You're not old. Oh, I'm already old. Your body is old, but you are not old. Isn't it exciting that you're old, but you're still like young? You're still learning in life? Isn't it exciting that even though you are 70, 60, 80, 90, you're still attending seminars, you're still dancing, you're still alive, you're still experiencing life, you're still excited, you're still passionate, you're still driven? Isn't it exciting? Woo! And so I call you are not normal. You are crazy. Because most old people right now are having their afternoon nap, but you are here listening and learning because you're teachable. For me, I admire that. With such short notice, you came here to listen to this guy from the Philippines. Why? Because you're not motivated with money. You're motivated by something else bigger than yourself. And so I met a lot of people here in Prive, and they say, Nathan, if it's just money, I'm not here anymore. I've seen a lot of rich people joining us. I have downlines who are filthy rich. But they're doing iTerra Care. They're doing the demo. They're doing the business. Why? Because they say, Nathan, I want to change lives. I want to change lives. And we're doing trainings after trainings. And our training, we don't even talk about iTerra Care anymore. We don't even talk about the marketing plan or the business plan anymore. You know what we talk? We talk about life. How can we be more happier, loving, peaceful? How can we become a better person, a better father, a better husband, a better friend? How can I be happier and alive, and energetic? That's what we talk about in our trainings. Because after all of that, what we're doing, if we don't do what is right, if we don't know what is important here, if we just talk about money, it's not worth it. What is worth here is the lives that we change. That's why I love it. I love pride. I change a life. Are you still following me? And so, moving forward, teachability. I want you to poke the person beside you and say, let's be teachable all the time. Right? Is this making sense? All right? Now, number 2. A lot of people, they love knowledge. They attend seminars. But this is the number 2. All right? They watch YouTube. Yeah, they listen to all the trainings. But if you don't do number 2, your teachability is still low. You got to complete it. So number 2 is to do change. Now, that is what I said. Remember when I said, you know that Coca-Cola is not good for you. You know it, right? You are teachable. You know. You learn. You know that Coca-Cola is not good. You know that all these toxic foods are not good. All of this, sorry, Coca-Cola, are you recording this? I'm sorry. But anyways, you're not good, Coca-Cola. You know that, right? And so you know that all the sugar, all these oils, all these toxic foods, processed foods, ultra-processed foods, you know they are not good. But only a few people will do the change. And now you know when you act upon, in other words, you are willing to accept change, ladies and gentlemen, you are in the path towards your success. So my question is, how much willing are you to make that change in your life? How much willing are you? When we say you call, you do therapy, you do the work, you do the prospecting, you do the invitation, you do the training, how much willing are you to pay the price and act upon it? As you're willing to change and act upon it, I'm telling you guys, you're going to be on the path towards your dreams and goals, because that is the key. Are you still with me? Are you willing enough to do whatever it takes to make that change? Come on, guys. Are you willing enough to do whatever it takes to make that change? Right? So when I say willing enough, if it takes you to stop watching Netflix, do it. Okay, you're not watching Netflix. If it causes you to stop watching TV, do it. If it takes you to stop having that relationship, cut it. Whatever it takes, that it will bring you to your next level, to your destination, do it. And that is the kind of person that will impact the world. My question is, are you the one? Come on. Say to the person beside you, are you the one? Come on, say it, I am the one, right? Are you learning something from here? All right, now, to do change is another level. To have knowledge is the first level. But to act upon what you learn is the completion of the knowledge. Knowledge is power, but knowledge without acting upon is powerless. It is simply an information. But a knowledge that you act upon is powerful. So when you know that for you to be successful in life is to learn and act upon it, you are the luckiest guy in the world. You are a blessed guy in this world because you got the formula of the elite rich people. This is what they do. When they have an idea, they don't talk about it. The next time, the next moment, they act upon it. That is the key to get results, right? And so, you know this, right? Why are you here? Can you ask the person beside you, hey, why are you here? La, why are you here, La? Come on. Why are you here? Oh, you know why I'm in Prive? Because they've got free therapy, they got water, it's nice here. They got charged water. I like Mookie because he's so handsome, he's so energetic. That's why I'm here. All right? And so there's so many reasons why you're here. But if the reason is not strong enough, I might not see you next year. Oh, yeah, I can hear my voice, huh? Are you still with me? Is this making sense? Now, I'm gonna poke this. I'm gonna push this to the core because this is so important. Why do you marry your husband? Why do you marry your wife? I'm asking you. I don't know, la. I was drunk. I don't know. Right? In everything you do, there has to be a reason, right? And before you do it, you got to know the reason why you do it. Because you don't want to be caught in a place where you say, oh my gosh, I didn't know. You don't want to be in that situation where you're shocked, you're surprised. Oh my God, I didn't know. You got to know in the first place. It is your job to know, right? When you join, you buy anything. Anything you buy, you join a subscription. You know you got to read the prints. That's why when you install, you're in Apple, right? You own those OS. They got this fine print so long, right? Don't have time to read. But you don't know that when you click accept, you're actually giving them your data. You're giving them your information. You're giving your email, your number, your street, where you address. You're giving it, but you don't know. You just click accept. Once you click accept and submit, that's it. They got your data. That's why the highest asset today is data. Facebook is making billions. TikTok, all of these huge channels, you know what's their real product? It's the data. It's the amount of people's information they have in their database. That's why they are very powerful companies, making and generating billions of US dollars. But you don't know that. And all of a sudden, you saw your emails. Oh my gosh, so many spams, law. Someone calling you. Where do you get my number? You don't know. You click there. Then they start giving you all the advertisement because they want to make money from you over and over again. This is just the model. Are you still with me? So now know why. Now, this is my question. I always ask this question to my leaders. Why are you here? Why do you want to do this business? Right? So first question is, for me, I joined Prive because this is a gift. I realize that this is an answered prayer for my life. I realized that I was praying for this. And God answers my prayer. I can still remember. That was May of 2022, I can still remember that was the first time I traveled to KL after a long time. The last time I was in KL was 2015. And 2022 was the second one because of Prive. And I came here, I saw Mr. Sam, Mr. Casey Tan. That was May because Dr. Steven asked me, Nathan, can you come to Malaysia and become our chief training officer? I was like, well, wow, sounds good, huh? What is that? Yeah, you're going to do this and that. Okay, anyways, because we saw your video in YouTube. It's the only video. Well, anyways, yeah, it's the only video right there. So it got viral. So he called me, Nathan, come and invite you to Malaysia. So I cannot forget when I came, this was not yet here. It was just the other block. That was there. This was not here. It was just all different business probably that time. And so I went there and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be my company. And I'm going to be here. So the first time I check is the owners. Are they handsome? And I look at Dr. Jimmy, good. Dr. Steven, good. Mr. Casey, good. Mr. Casey, all handsome. Approve. So I was with them. Mr. Sam was there, and then, how was that guy? That wasn't me. That's my twin brother. And so I was here, I was checking, and I'm feeling it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm beginning to feel, is this really the company for me? Because I was new in Prive, very new. And when I went back to the hotel, I remember I stayed in Vivatel, right? That was room 726. And when I opened, there was a little, anyways, I don't want to say. But I was grateful. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I love the feeling. And then that night, oh my gosh, we were eating food like there's no tomorrow. And that was after pandemic. That was the first month that the Philippines allowed Filipino to go out. That was May. And so I was able to travel. You're in the pandemic, right? There was and that was like for a long time, I haven't eaten a Malaysian food, which is my favorite. So I still remember that night, I was eating, after a long time, some food that I love. I was teary-eyed. I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, this is, oh my God. You can ask Victor. You can ask Dr. Steven. I was like crying. I was like, oh my, it's so delicious. Because I was just eating the same food in the pandemic. There's not much. So I was feeling grateful. And then I understand, wow, this is a gift, an answered prayer to my life. And you know my story, right? I was living in a small house. Some of my kids staying under the table. Some of them sleeping above the table. We have a very small room. And I have to loan money for me to join in Prive. And my wife said, can you pay? I said, yeah, we will pay. Trust me, you will pay that. And after 6 months, I was able to fully pay my loan. 7 accounts, diamond. And after 8 months, I started earning. After 1 year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is God's answer to my life. And now it changes my life. But you know what? When I joined Prive, that was September 9, 2021. Every day, I was calling people. My phone was literally draining of battery. Frequency. Let's have a Zoom. Where? Tonight, now. Zoom now. Really? Zoom, I have 5 people, 10 people, and then it begins to increase, up to 5, 10, 19, 20, and it begins to expand, and I'm calling all the people, all my friends. I was crazy. I was just in the house, calling people, calling people, because why? I have so much why. I don't have money. I have children to feed. I was so driven to have a breakthrough in my life. I said, this is going to make me rich. I'm going to do it, whatever it takes. And then What you give, what you pay, what you exert, the actions you do, one day you will be rewarded. And you're going to look back. Is it worth it? It is super worth it. Are you still with me? Now, I want you to search and know the meaning. Why do you want to do this business? I want you to find in your heart. Search in your heart. Is it really money, or is it really about the people? Is it about transformation? Search in your heart. Right? Now, I also want you to ask, why network marketing? There's so many businesses out there. And why do you want to become a professional network marketing? With the raise of hands, do you want to be a professional network builder? Raise your hand if you want. Why do you want to do this industry? You can just sell, right? You can have traditional business. There's so many businesses out there. But why network marketing? You have to answer the question. Network marketing is one of the best entrepreneurial business in the world. You know why I say that? Because a person that joins in the business, that person will literally become a different person once he follows the system. If that person is shy, doesn't want to talk, doesn't want to speak, doesn't want to do demo, that person, when he goes through the training, after many repetition, that person, from that shy, becomes confident person. It has a shift 360, 180 degrees. I've seen it in network marketing. Because this business is about leadership. You cannot be successful in this business if you are not a leader. Because the way it is done is to build teams. And you cannot build teams if you're not a leader. Are you still with me? You have to be a leader. You have to accept it that I'm a leader. Nathan, I'm not a leader. Not yet. But your goal is to become a leader, an effective leader. You got to know how to treat people, serve people, your social skills, speaking skills, your relationship skills. You got to transform literally to become a better person, better in speaking, relating, talking. You got to transform because you got to use that to become successful in network marketing. That's why I see it here. A person who's that ordinary becomes extraordinary. That is the power of network marketing. You are not used to clapping your hands. Loading. Oh, Pentium, we're already in the higher side of. Well, I understand. You're thinking about what I'm saying, correct? All right, that's good. That's very good. Now, of all the companies here in Malaysia, Malaysia is like one of those countries who has very successful MLM companies in the world. This country has created homegrown MLM companies that are so successful that even Filipinos, we know from the Philippines, that a lot of our companies, even before, were all Malaysian companies. And some of them closed, but Malaysian. And a lot of them are still here. And so my question is, with this kind of government and country you have, which is so supportive to MLM, right? Because in our country, it's hard. When you open an MLM company in the Philippines, it's quite different from here. Right? Even the quality of the products and everything. But Malaysia is like you are one of those countries, guys, who just created so much successful companies in the world. We've got all these famous MLM companies here in Malaysia. When you say coffee, it's Malaysia, right? All my coffee that I drink in the Philippines are all from Malaysia. Do you know that? Do you know that? Mushroom coffee. I bought it from a Malaysian company. Mushroom. I like mushroom coffees. And I don't drink coffee. I only drink this type of coffee. And it's a Malaysian company. You want to know the company's name? I'm not allowed to speak here. That's why we're going to have our own coffee, right? Mr. Casey Tan, we should have our own coffee here. Because a lot of you love coffee. We should have a terahertz coffee. What? How do you put terahertz? I will give a suggestion to our board of directors. This is how we put terahertz. You know the crystal, right? There's a lot of broken crystals in the storeroom, right? What we do, we powderize it. We powderize all the crystals that are sitting there that is useless, correct? We powderize it and we put a little ingredients in our coffee. It shouldn't kill us, right? And you drink the coffee. Now we have terahertz coffee. Am I right? Making sense? Now, Mr. Casey Tan, you know what to do. This is a wild thought. Because I think the crystal is okay to eat, right? So it stays in. All right. So, okay. So, now, why Prive? Okay? I want you to answer that. Why Prive? For all other companies here in the Malaysian country, why Prive? And why iTerra Care? And why is this your vehicle for you to become rich? Now, do you believe that this vehicle, this MLM, Prive vehicle, can give you the wealth in your life? Loading, huh? Now, listen. This is the thing, guys. If you are not sure, if it's 99%, no, it's not enough. You have to be 100% sure that this is the vehicle. If not, it's not going to work. It's a law. It's just a law. It's just how it is. So, you have, it's called belief. Remember, Dr. Stephen? The power of belief. True. If the belief is not 100%, it's not going to give you the results. The only way to get the result is to have 100% belief in the company, in the network industry, in the product, in your upline, in your downline, in the system, in the I-Elite, everything. If it's 100%, there's no way you're not going to be successful. It's always 100%. If you speak 100%, you do therapy 100%, if you smile 100%, if you do marketing plan 100%, if everything is 100%, do you think it's going to be successful? Yes, because it's a law. When you find your why, what happens? Is it true? All right. Now, belief. This is what I'm saying. Dr. Stephen, the belief guy. We call Dr. Stephen in the Philippines the belief guy. The belief has to be 100% of all the belief. Right? The most powerful belief is, now listen, some of you miss this. It's not belief. It's called belief. Read it. Belief. Why is it called belief system? Because it's connected with one another. You cannot have success if you don't have the entire belief system. It cannot be like, company 100% product, only 99. Belief, business plan, only 50%. In your sponsor, my sponsor, I don't like 20%. Because my sponsor, my upline doesn't help me. 10%. On your downlines, okay, I love them 100%. And in myself, 100%. It cannot be like that. The only way for you to work on the system, remember the system, it's belief system. The system cannot work if one of the system is not functioning 100%. So for it to work as a system, it has to be 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. It's called belief system. Makes sense, right? So do you love your upline now? Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on. There's no choice. It's like it's like you're born as Malaysian. You have no choice. It's like you're born with your parents. It's not your choice to be born under your parents. It's your upline also. It's something like that. It's just that he is your upline. So no choice. Just love your upline. Even if your upline doesn't help you, it's okay. Because why? The most important is you. You are the key to success. Remember, I always tell this, you are the CEO of this business. It's not your upline. But you've got to believe in your upline, even though your upline is not handsome. Even though your upline is not working, is not helping you, you still have to believe in your upline because it's a belief system. It is very important. Okay? Now, commitment. That's what I'm saying. You take ownership of your business. You take ownership of your business, And we talk about types of commitment. Some people say, I will try, Nathan. Is it Hey Siri? You gotta switch off Hey Siri.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Or you say, I'll do my best. Or you say, I'll do whatever it takes. Now, this is very important here. I want you to focus here. It says, I'll do whatever it takes. Now, don't get this wrong. Right? For us Filipinos, like in the Philippines, they take it literally, doing whatever it takes. To the point they lie, right? They exaggerate, they hype. That's why we got an issue in the Philippines with the FDA because everything is hype in the Philippines. But it's already good. Our FDA is already good in the Philippines. The Philippines will be the first country with an Itera Care that has FDA certification. We are the first. And so if you hype, this heals everything. Oh, what about cancer? It heals. What about it heals? Everything heals. What about, genetic disease? It heals. Oh my gosh, no. It does not heal. It does not cure, and you know that. What cures? Who cures? It's the body. It simply helps the body to generate the energy, the balance, so the body heals itself. It's never the Itera Care. What heals? It's the body. So never claim that it heals. So if you do whatever it takes and lying and giving all the wrong information just to get the sales, you're not doing it right. So do whatever it takes means you do it out of integrity. Is this a yes? All right. What is a committed attitude? This attitude means that you're doing whatever it takes in integrity, but it is how you look at things. Your attitude is so important here. Remember what I said? If it's raining, what is your attitude? If it's sunny, what is your attitude? If it's hot, it's cold. If the person does not arrive, the person that you invited, do you feel bad? Oh gosh, the person I invited didn't come. I'm really not good. No, it's not about you. Please don't say that. All right, I talked about this the last time. I don't know if I share this with you. Do you know what's the difference between the top 5 and the top 25 athletes in the world? Did I share this to you? Okay. Do you want to know? This is a Harvard test, a Harvard study. So Harvard made a study. What is the difference between the top 5 and the top 25? I mean, we're talking about the best athletes in the world, right? The top 5, this is the best of all the best. The top 25 are also the best. These are in the likes of, Ferrer, the the tennis, and also Kobe Bryant, the basketball players, even the boxers. The top 5 in the world mixed in the top 5, which is different from the top 25. So they made a study. And so they check, okay, what's the difference? Is it about their training? No. Is it about their clothing, shoes? No. Is it about their coach? They've got the best coaches in the world. Is it about their facility? No. Is it about the weather, the country, geographical, everything? They check. No. And then they come to one reason. You want to know? No, I'm not convinced. Do you want to know? Okay. Now, of all, it's not everything the same. Top 5, top 25, everything's the same. Training, coaching, everything. Only one thing that's different. Listen to me. When a top 5 miss a ball, okay, when it misses the ball, within 5 to 15 seconds, the top 5 will say, I'll do better next time. The top 25, they will cuss. What the f***? You know what I mean? Same training, same everything, but the difference is this, guys, it's their mind. It's their mind. It's the automatic response when they miss a ball, when they miss something, when they miss the shot, when they miss something during the competition. They always say, I'm going to do better. I'm trained for this. It's okay. I'm good at this. I'm strong. I'm super. I'm the best. These guys, no. What the f***? Shh. You know what I mean? Right? When they miss the ball, they have this energy that disrupts the balance of their energies. This guy, they maintain. This is called coherence. This is incoherence. That is why they are the top 5 athletes in the world. Come on. Now, how does this apply in our lives? If your prospect does not come for any reason, you make a choice. Do you want to be the top 25 or the top 5? Because if you're top 25, oh my gosh, you didn't come. You know, my friend doesn't even want to reply to me anymore. Doesn't want to answer my call, even my text. Oh my gosh, I'm nothing. I'm useless. I'd hate that friend. If you don't reply, you will never be my friend anymore. I'll block you in Facebook. I'll delete you. Are you still with me? And so this is so important, guys. So what is your automatic response? That is the first 5 to 15 seconds. Now, when somebody caught you in the traffic, what is your automatic response? It's okay. The person wants to go to the toilet, is having a diarrhea, correct? But if you are not in that type of state of mind, what do? Oh, you honk. So now you're draining your life force. So, this is another secret in life. When something happens in your life, within 5 to 15 seconds is very important. And it takes a very strong mindset, a belief to be in that state of mind. When something goes wrong, what is your automatic response? When your children does not obey you immediately, when your husband comes late, when your husband doesn't give the phone to you, what is your automatic response? All right? If things are not working at that moment, what is your automatic response? Never allow anything in your life to drain your energy. Keep playing the game of life and win the game of life. Right? Oh, now, is this good? I want you to share this to your kids. I share this to my kids. And you know my kids? Oh, yeah, makes sense, Dad. Absolutely. Because if you lose yourself just because of one mistake, you're going to lose everything. Never lose yourself just because of one thing that happened. Never lose. Always keep yourself solid, centered, and grounded. Even if things are shaking around you, even if things are not going right the way you expected, keep yourself centered and grounded. Because the most important thing is your energy. If your energy is high, everything will follow. Yes or yes? Yes. All right. I want you to be prepared to face challenges and discouragements. All right. I was told we're going to end at 7 p.m., correct? All right. Very good. I still have 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. I can speak the whole night. Okay. Until 11, those are fine. Okay. Be prepared to face challenges and discouragement. Yeah. So that's why it's called solid belief system. Yeah. A solid belief system is ready to face challenges. Do you have challenges in your private business? All right, come on. It's too low. I know it's so much. Come on, tell me. Do you have challenges in your private business? Louder. All right, very good. We have challenges and it's normal. Say to the person beside you, it's normal. All right, now, but it's not the challenge because challenges will always be there. There will always be challenges in life because life is never perfect. Life is never smooth sailing. It's never a bed of roses. There will be thorns and waves and sailing that you won't expect, the storms in the ocean. Life will always be like that. So it's never the storm, it's never the thorns, it's never the challenges, it's how much you are prepared to take the challenge. So my question, are you prepared to take the challenge? Yes. Do you love challenges? Yes, you are a leader if you love challenges. People who hate challenges are not leaders. Leaders, they love challenges because it challenges them to be better. Are you still with me? So be prepared. Now, when you love this business, you are equipped and fully committed. When I say prepared, you learn everything you need to learn. All right? You study what you need to study. Because you are a CEO. You are a soldier. You are someone who has to be prepared when you face the war, the field, the battlefield. You are ready. So to be prepared is important in this business. How do you prepare? Learn as much as you can. And this is your job. I always tell this, right? This is familiar? You are the CEO of your business. All right? Say it to the person beside you. You are the CEO of your business. All right? What does CEO means? What does it mean? CEO stands for? Oh my God. Talk to me. Come on. Always chief. What's next? Chief? In other words, you are there. You are the top of the pyramid. You are the chief. You know, there's a chief in the tribe, chief in the group. You are that chief. You are the leader of your teams, of your network called your asset. Your job is to master this. I'm telling you this over and over again. These are basic skills. You got to master selling. It's a basic skill. Now, as a seller, as a CEO, selling is not just knowing how to sell iTerra Care. Selling is actually a skill to... What is the skill of a seller? Or marketer? Convince. You're so bright. What's the name of your school? Okay. The skill of selling is the skill to convince, influence, all right? The skill to connect. It's a basic skill in this business. If you don't know this skill, woohoo, you're not going to get there. So number 2 is sponsor. Sponsoring is different from selling. What is sponsoring? Can somebody talk to me? What is sponsoring? Yes, you sign up, correct? Yes. To sponsor means is now you don't just sell, convince, all right, influence, connect, but you now turn the person to understand what network marketing is. That's called sponsoring, because you are now converting the person to become a network marketer, not a seller, not a therapist. So the difference between a builder and a seller is a seller promotes the product, sells the product, a builder promotes the business. That's the difference. So when I talk to my prospects, I don't talk about iTerra Care. I talk about the business. So if you talk about the business, you share the business, how you can enjoy network marketing, the benefits of network marketing. You are the boss of your own. You are the CEO. You build networks. It's global. It's not just Malaysia. All over the world, you can build a business. You are professional. You travel around your leadership. If you talk about the idea of network marketing, you attract leaders. Here, you attract users and retailers. That's the difference. If that is you, and you're a seller, it's okay. It's just okay. You're waiting for it. Okay. Now, you serve. This is so easy. What is servicing? The serve here is not to serve your users. You serve your downlines. It's not to serve the users. My users, I don't serve. I give it to my wife. I give it to our secretary. I give it to somebody. I don't have time for users. It's draining my time. I have time for my sponsors. People who say, yes, Nathan, I'll do the business. I give you time. If you don't do the business, I won't give you time. If you use iTerra Care, very good. Use the bio, use the Oxytop, very good. But I won't give you my time. I'm sorry. I'm just too busy. I only give my time to people that say, I'll do the business, Nathan. I want to run with you. I want to bring this to the world. I'm going to build. Yes, I give you time. You know what I mean? So that's what you serve. Then train. This training, I don't give here. I only give here. Training. Yes or yes? All right? Now, your job to master that, because you will use that to build your as many teams as you can. So I want you to imagine building your teams. You have team in Malaysia, team in Singapore, teams in Thailand, teams in Indonesia, teams in Vietnam. Can you see it? Only 3 said yes. Teams in Europe, teams, in America, teams in Canada. Do you see it? All right, only 10. Teams in Africa, teams in Ethiopia, Antarctica, Russia, China. Are you seeing it? Yeah. All right, very good. You have to see it in your mind. I have a testimony for you. I don't know anybody in Europe. But you know what? My Europe team now is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know anybody in Europe. But one night, I was sitting down, I was meditating. I said, I want a European leaders. Thank you. I feel it. Feel it in my bones. And I feel it like I'm imagining it, that I'm talking to this leader and he's saying, yes, I'm excited. I'm just looking at it. I'm visualizing it. I keep doing it every night before I sleep. I keep thanking God, thank you for Europe leaders. And then one day, a friend of mine in the Philippines invited a friend in Europe. He joined my Zoom. And he said, Nathan, I just love what you're saying, what you're doing. How can I start here in Europe? I said, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. This is what I'm praying for. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we have another Zoom and train. Now, this is the thing. This guy, Filipino, is gone. It's not in private anymore. This Europe guy is gone. But he has so many downlines. So what I did, I looked for active leaders. Go down, and look. And then I found one, and then I talked. Yeah, so I revived. Now they are revived now, and then boom. You know what I mean? You have to look for leaders who can match your energy in this business. Yes or yes? All right, so your job is to create teams and teams and teams and teams. You look for people under there, and whoever responds, who matches your energy, you give your energy, give your effort. This is what Crown Ambassador Gloria always tell us. Go down, go down, go down. Look for those leaders who can match your energy and give them time. Train them. All right? And so, you know this, correct? Are you following this? All right. So this is our trilogy of wellness. This is what we do in the Philippines. We got diamond, silver, and we put everybody to the left. Everybody to the left. To the left, to the left. This is a song, right? Come on, to the left. Come on, sing it. Everybody to the left. Also here, not right, huh? It didn't say to the right. It says to the left. So follow the song. To the left. So you have a new leader, to the left. A new leader, to the left. Also here, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Always left. Now this guy is not active, let's say. But this guy is so active, so much points. Then you talk to this guy. Hey, look at your left. To the left. Oh. What happens? Look at your left. Millions of PV. This guy also you talk. So this guy becomes active because 50% is a done deal because of a big leader here. Are you with me? That's a strategy. The same here. So if this leader's here and this leader's here are massively making, right, doing their thing, prospecting, inviting, sustaining, training, if they're doing thing over and over again, what happens to the account here? What happens? Max out. How much per day? Who wants to earn $3,720 a day? Only 5 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so the goal is to max out this one. Right? And who's the sponsor? This could be the sponsor, but for us, this is the sponsor of here, this is the sponsor of here. But if you want this to be a Crown Ambassador, this could be the sponsor of all the 8 top leaders. If this becomes 1 star, 2 star, 3 1 star, 3 star, 3 star, 3 star, 3 star, what's this? Pearl. If this becomes 3 star, 3 star, what's this? If this becomes 3 star, 3 star, what's this? Crown. So that is the strategy. It's easy. Just help them. Look for the right leaders that will commit to become 3 star. And you become a Crown Ambassador. It only needs 8 for you to become a Crown Ambassador. Who will be the next Crown Ambassador? And the first Crown Ambassador in Malaysia. Whoa, I love it. Come on. Woo! Right? Okay. You know this? All right. Now, I'm going to almost end now. Right. Not 7 yet. I love it. Woohoo! Are you enjoying the training, ladies and gentlemen? All right. I like it. Okay. I'm not allowing break now because I'm going to end. So I'm going to give it to Mr. Mugi. Just go all the way, brother. All right. Now, you know this. All these basic modules you have to master. Now, if you rate yourself from 1 to 10, what is your rate? What is your rating? From the BOP, Itera Care, the Trilogy of Wellness. Are you doing the Trilogy of Wellness? You know, it's picking up in the Philippines. The Trilogy. So all our leaders that that's iTerracare user, we tell them you complete the set. You gotta have the bio and the Oxytap. So you complete the set. That's called the trilogy of wellness. It's very powerful. So all those existing users can repurchase again by introducing the bio and the Oxytap. And I heard one of you here are doing very well. That's why she's a sapphire already. Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Wow, it's an inspiration. Now, what is your rate here from 0 to 10? What about business plan? What about back office? What about the NDO? And what about the events and seminars? I want you to attend the 3rd year anniversary, okay? Can I see you there? All of you. Hey, some of you already said, I'm not sure. I want to see all of you. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo of all of you. Where's my phone? Okay, get my phone. I'm serious. I'm gonna take a photo. If I don't see you on November 9, all right? I don't know what to do, but okay, take a photo, huh? Take a photo. Okay, face here. I'm saying, hey, show your face, huh? Okay. Oh, take a photo here. Okay. All of you. I mean, all of you. I want to see you November 9th, okay? All right, there we go. Take a photo. All right. Okay, I'm serious, man. Come on, give everybody a round of applause. Why is it important that you attend the events and trainings of Pride? Why? Tell me why. To learn. It's to rekindle, to inspire again, to pump up, to boost. Correct. What else? Can somebody tell me why it's important you attend events of Pride? What is the most important reason? Yes. Yes. That is what we call alignment. Once you keep attending, you are aligned to the company's vision, the company's belief, the company's culture. So you have to attend because in this kind of industry, what is important is the culture. What is important is the vibe, the energy. So the more people coming together and attending, the more energy. It's like you're putting wood in the fire, correct? Putting woods and woods and woods and woods. So the fire, the furnace becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and hotter and hotter. But if just 1, 2, 3, it's not going to burn well, right? Imagine only 3 of you will come. I'm going to chase after your, whoever. I'm going to chase your husband, your wife, your children. So I want to see you. I have already a picture. I will check on the back office. Who's this guy? Joanna, please. All right. So, roadmap, skill, knowledge, skills, experience, attitude. You know this, correct? This is a roadmap. So, learn as much as you can. Skills, doing it over and over again, and experience. Experiencing means you keep doing it, and your attitude. Remember the top 5. That's the attitude. Yes? What is your attitude? Top 5 athletes in the world. What is your response? Your automatic response, your positive attitude. That is the attitude, okay? So the more you learn, the more you... Is this true? All right, there's another one here. In order for your income to grow, you need to... It's all connected. Your income is based upon your growth, based upon your knowledge, based upon your skill. It's all about you. That's why you're called the CEO of this business. It's not your upline. It's not Mr. Movie, okay? It is you. It's not Mr. Danny. It's not Mr. Sam. It's not our staff here. You are the CEO of this business. And the moment you realize that and you embrace that as fast as you can, as soon as you can do that, you are gonna fly. I believe I can fly. You know this? Is this familiar? This is very powerful. You know that? The first months or the first year is the hardest part in the network building. Right? So we have here, this is the group of network. How many people joins your network? And the other side is how much money. So you see, network equals money. The bigger the network, the bigger the income. Hello? Right? The bigger the network, the bigger the lesser the network, the lesser the. So it's connected. But what? The question is, what will connect the two? It's called, come on, talk to me. Louder. Effort. And the effort is actually not forever. You only do this in the foundation stage. Only foundation stage. So your challenge is the foundation stage. Foundation means you get enough leaders that runs with you, partners with you, work with you. So in the foundation, if you miss this for the next 3, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, most of the leaders will stop. The only ones that will continue is those who have done it properly by building the foundation stage. The foundation stage is crucial. Your first 3, 6 months to 8 months. If you don't have money there, you don't have income, you don't have enough leaders there for the next 3 months, 6 months, most leaders, they quit. And so they don't move into concentration, they don't move into momentum and stability. So your challenge is the foundation stage. And this is the good news. Foundation stage is only for a period of time. Once you have done it properly in the foundation stage, here it's different. It's all training. Here it's all prospecting, correct? Demo, prospect, sell, talking, zoom, prospecting 40 man. What is 40 man? 40 MAN. What is MAN? Ability. Yes, 40 man always. Foundation state. Never stop until you gain. Because once you stop, it's like, you know a well, right? You know that? What do you call that here? When you pump water, the well, huh? What do you call it here? Perigi. Perigi, right? Perigi, you need enough water to prime the perigi. Yes? If you put only 1 cup of water, air coming out, yeah? Correct? If you put only a little bit of, it has to be enough. And you keep putting water, correct? And you pump. Water. When there's enough water, and there's enough suction, there's enough pressure, and enough water that sucks the water from the well, guess what happens? The water will the same. This is foundation stage. Keep putting water. Effort. Never stop until there is enough water coming out. Some people, they stop. Oh, Nathan already did everything. Never stop. The cue, the signal is when you have enough leaders that is working, then you see green every day. That's when you stop. Then you focus on training. Momentum is more training, events, training. That's why we have ISB. We have all the trainings. And stability here, you're already a superstar. You won't be doing any more of the foundation. You are now stabilizing your leaders. You are now traveling, doing the training for them, visiting them. You have leaders in Africa, Canada, America, Europe. You just visit them, do the trainings. You're stabilizing your network. That is the goal. Are you still following me? Right? So here you go. There you go. Right? So for the next 3 months, you have to earn. And the indicator here is income. Income and network. Remember, network equals income. No income without network. So this is the first one. So you complete your active leaders. I always say, get 8 active leaders, not 8 encoded registered accounts. No, that's different. Nathan, I already have 8. 8 accounts registered. No. It's not registered 8 accounts. 8 active leaders. That's different. You could have 1,000, but you only have 2 active. Correct? You could have 10,000, but you only have 3 active. You know, Gloria only has 3 active leaders. Gloria has 3. Miss Gloria, the crown ambassador, she has 3 active leaders, but every day flush. You don't need a lot. You have left and right, it's enough. What if you imagine you have Miss Gloria on the left and you have Mr. Nathan on the right? Oh my gosh, right? I even told Miss Gloria, sister, because I call her sister, what if you're my downline la? Because the last company, I was the upline. Yeah, I was flushing because Gloria was on, the 2 crown ambassadors was my direct. Gloria was my left, Christian was my right. Previous company, I was flushing every day. Now, Gloria is my top, I'm on the left, and Christian is on my left. So it's Gloria, Nathan, and Christian. But we're still the same. So every time we do another company, we're always together. Always together. So now, it's not about how many people, it's how many leaders. Come on, speak to the person beside you and tell it to the eyes and say, leaders. Come on. How many what? Come on, talk to me. How many what? Leaders. Because it's the leaders that will give you the income. So, again, if you talk about leaders, how do I start? Then I go back to my presentation. You want leaders? Hello? Do you want leaders? Okay. I think I'm done. I'm finished. Okay, just going back. This is my point. If you want to attract leaders, who wants to attract a lot of builders and leaders, correct? If you want to attract builders, the law, the principle is you have to be a leader first. Leaders attract, sellers attract, therapists attract. That's the law. Poor people attracts, rich people attracts. That's the law. So now you know. You now become a leader first. You step into the river of change. You step out from your comfort zone and be that leader, ladies and gentlemen. And so this afternoon, to close with, I want you to stand up on your feet. All right? Oh, thank God, Nathan is done. Come on, stretch your hands up, wave it up, because I'm going to be done. All right? And I want you to look at the person beside you and say, you are such an amazing leader. Come on. Come on. Now, are you excited, ladies and gentlemen? I want to feel your energy. Are you excited? Now, listen as I end. This is all about energy. Everybody say energy. Do you believe that everything is energy? Remember, down to your cells, to your atoms. Inside the atoms are waves or particles. Non-stuff, non-tangible, non-material, non-matter. It's called energy. So if everything is energy, your thought is energy, your feeling is energy, your words, energy. They made a study that your words are very powerful. That's why it's called spelling. Spell. You know, when you say, Realize. It's from the word realize, right? Visualize, to visualize through your eyes. So it's important to drink water. Cheers. So, it's all about energy. So now, when you sleep tonight, what do? Good. Don't just say it, you feel it. Two things. Don't say it, feel it. So when you sleep tonight, feel it. Visualize it, imagine it, feel it, and sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you do the same thing. Okay? Do not pick up your phone when you wake up in the morning, please. Never pick up your phone. It's a bad habit. Why? Because your brain is from delta, theta to alpha. So your brain is still slowly transitioning like a machine, like an engine, correct? You know, when you turn on your engine, your car, and you step on the gas, is it good for the engine? No, especially the gas-powered engines, right? The oil-powered engine. So switch on, you let it warm up. That's called your brain. When you open your eyes, you wake up, do not pick up your phone. Because when you pick up your phone, you're telling your brain. That's why there's a high levels of depression, anxiety, stress. Because the brain waves. So the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up, do not pick up your phone. Stretch your hands and say, thank you. I receive my blessing. I receive my miracle today. I have leaders today. You feel it. Are you with me? You pray, you meditate, you speak it, and you start moving your body. Right? Because energy begets energy. The more you put energy, the more energy coming back. Are you still with me? All right? So that's what you do in the morning, and I want you to speak in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Do you look at yourself in the mirror? What do you see? Do you see a millionaire in the mirror? Do you see a breakthrough person in the mirror? Do you see a healthy person in the mirror? Do you see a rich person in the mirror? Who do you see when you look at yourself in the mirror? And I want you to say it 6 times. You are rich. You are healthy. You are amazing. You are everything you can say. Say it to yourself every day. Do it 6 times and do it 3 times a day. This is a good thing. It's a study. If you keep doing that to yourself every day, you are transforming your belief. Remember programs? You're transforming it, and you're going to have more and more results in your life. Can you do that? Are you excited for that? All right, so stretch your hands, and I want you to say it and wave it. Say, hi. I want you to stretch both hands and say, hello. And I want you to put it down and say, ah. Come on, put it up and say, hi. And say, hello. And put it down and say, ah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time, and God bless you.